Hello everybody. Part B of the Occupational English test is a critical section that assesses your ability to understand the main idea and specific detail in short texts, typically found in healthcare workplace. To pass the OET with the required grade, you need to perform well across all the sections, including Part B. A poor performance in Part B could significantly lower your score in the respective subtest, making it harder to achieve the grade that you're looking for. In today's video, I'm going to look at how to approach Part B to get the maximum marks out of it. But before that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And you can also join our online session as well as on-campus classes for ultimate OET preparation in IELTS Markaz Islamabad. Let's now have a look at the format of Part B. There will be 6 questions in total. It means in the OET Part B, there are 6 questions, each based on a short text related to the healthcare workplace. OET reading has 3 parts, A, B, and C, and Part B and C share a time allocation of 45 minutes. Therefore, test takers need to manage this time between these sections to complete both effectively. It is slightly different from Part A. Part A focuses on extracting information quickly from several short texts, typically used in a clinical setting. In contrast, Part B involves reading longer texts and answering questions that are assessing your understanding of general information, purpose, or specific details. The question formats also differ. In Part B, the questions are multiple choice questions with 3 options, while in Part A, the questions could include gap filling or short question answers format. So Part B focuses on your ability to understand the general information or purpose of the short workplace texts like emails or memos, etc., as I already said. You should be able to quickly grasp the overall message of the text. Moreover, in Part B, each question offers multiple choice options, and you must choose the one that best represents the main idea or specific information from the text. This format requires you to have a good comprehension of the content and distinguish between closely related answers. Remember, there would also be distractors. So this term of distractor refers to the multiple choice questions. Distractors are designed to be plausible but incorrect. They are not correct answers. They're aiming to test your ability to differentiate between accurate and misleading information. Identifying these distractors requires careful reading and understanding of the text more deeply. One more thing, that you will never find the answers in 1 word or 2 words. It's true that while the correct answers might be represented by a specific word or phrase within the text, you can't rely completely on identifying these words to determine the correct answer. Often the question requires understanding the broader context, the overall meaning, the overall idea, and implication of the text. This is because the distractors, which are incorrect answers, are designed to appear plausible and they look like correct answers and might contain similar words or phrases found in the text, but don't capture the intended meaning or the idea. So it's important to grasp the overall meaning rather than focusing on 1 or 2 words and keywords. Keywords are not going to help you get the answers. So you need to focus the overall idea, overall meaning, and the purpose of the text. If you focus only the keywords or specific phrases, you might fall into the trap set by the distractors. Another issue is of paraphrasing. This means that the wording in the answer choice might be different from the exact words used in the text, but they convey the same or similar meaning. This approach tests your ability to understand the content and recognize the equivalent ideas expressed in different terms. So given this, you need to be able to identify the core meaning and purpose of the text and understand how it might be reworded or paraphrased in the answer choices. Simply matching words from the text to the answer choice might always lead you to the wrong answer, to the distractor or incorrect answers. Let us look at this example. Here's the question. The guidelines inform us that physical restraints, so we have three options, can only be administered to the patient by qualified staff, must be applied before patients become aggressive, should only be used on patients as a last resort. So look at the answer. The answer is C, but check it out how it has been paraphrased. So should only be used on patient as a last resort. And look at in the text how it has been paraphrased. However, if these do not work and the patient becomes violent, a standard protocol for physical restraints should be followed. So look at it, it's totally different from the words which are appearing in the options. So if you're trying to match the keywords of the options with the text, you might not be able to find the answer. Now let us understand the distractors by this example. So the question is, what point does the training manual make about confidential documents? They must not be consulted in an open area. They must only be shared via work email. They must be destroyed after use. So the correct answer is given at the end over here, as you can see, dispose of any identifiable information in specially marked bins for later incineration. If we move to the first distractor, as you can see, it's very close. The option A says they must not be consulted in an open area. Now this text, which has been highlighted in yellow, it is looking very similar, it looks very close in meaning, but it's not the answer. Look at it closely. The option says they must not be consulted in an open area. But the text highlighted, it says public setting like a hallway or elevator. So if we read the full statement, full sentence, this also includes discussing patients in details in public setting like a hallway or elevator. If we look at the option open area, it is typically talking about the place, the area which is not covered, while the statement in the text is talking more about a place where the people could be around. So the sense is about that this should not be discussed at the place where there could be people around, while the option is talking about the physical open area. So these are two different things. Now let us look at the option B. Option B says they must only be shared via work email. Only be shared and must. So it means there shouldn't be any other way or other vehicle used or channel used for conveying this information or for communicating this information. However, if you look at the text, it says, it is important to use secure forms of transmission such as. So email is one of the examples which is a secure way for communicating this information. So nowhere in the text it says it must be used. This is the only method that has to be used. It doesn't say it anywhere. So this is a distractor too. Hopefully this information that we have discussed today in this session should be able to help you in identifying the right answer in part B. Remember, this part is very important. You need to get very good score in it to get overall grade B in OET reading. Thank you very much for watching this video. Best of luck for your OET preparation.